Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie and today I want to talk about discontinued products again because I have a lot of feelings about the things that are being discontinued, and I'm someone who doesn't really buy, let me rephrase that. I have a lot of makeup, but it's mainly makeup like eyeshadow palettes. I don't really have that much in the way of base makeup, and I've been using some of the same products for a couple years now, and so the fact that most of my foundations are like now discontinued kind of sucks. Anyway, let's jump right into it. So first, I want to talk about a brand that I fell in love with a couple years ago, and it's called Joah Beauty. I absolutely love this brand, but recently they've done like a whole rebranding on their website with new products, and they like everything is gone, but you can still buy it like at CVS.com. So it's really weird. Are they like semi-discontinued? Is the only place you can get them through CVS now? Like, what about when that stock eventually runs out? Are they just going to keep making it? So this is kind of like a soft discontinued in my mind, because I don't know for sure if it's like officially never happening because you can still buy it somewhere. Anyways, the first thing that I want to talk about is the Joah Perfect Complexion BB Cream. This is sadly the darkest shade. It is called Mocha. Very creative. And honestly, I mean, it's a BB cream and it's just really good. And it just makes my face look phenomenal. Like, not too much coverage, but just enough coverage to where my face just kind of looks a bit fresher. Another product that I want to get to and actually use, though, is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer, which again, I believe I've mentioned this before. This one is discontinued, but they have their Power Grip, which is, I promise you, pretty much the same. Almost down to like the very color. It's very tacky, very sticky. This one does say the word cooling, and it does have like, you know, a little cool kind of refreshing feel, but honestly, so does the Power Grip. So I kind of see why they discontinued this one. It was just part of a really cute mint themed collection. Do I wish that they kept it? No, because I mean, I also have the Power Grip and I use it pretty often if I'm not using like the putty primer that they have, or like the Fenty moisturizer, like Retouch Pro Filter primer that they have is pretty good. And then Touch and Soul is another one that's sold out, but I don't know if that means discontinued. So that's why it's not going to be in this video. But this one, it's good for what it is. I do actually kind of want to just use it up so that I can recycle the packaging, I guess, if it's recyclable. We're going to go on with this a little more. Why not? Sticky. It's sticky, but I think it's just a little less sticky than the Power Grip, actually. And now I'm going to go in with that BB cream, and it does have like a medium coverage, so it's buildable, which I think is nice. And I do have a spatula, so let's use like a little spatula today. But yeah, every single time I start to like put on makeup, I've been going through and just kind of seeing what I will eventually need to replace. I just got through a bunch of empties actually of eyeliner because I wear eyeliner with almost every look, and so a lot of those are actually running out. So now I'm like, do I want to repurchase them? Do I want to try like a new liner instead? And then I end up just not getting anything because I don't know what I want. I definitely did not need to pour so much. Okay, and then I just have a sponge from Kaleidos that I'm going to use. It is dry. Just going to tap all over. And okay. See, you can still see like some of my dark spots. You can see that really awful spot on my nose, but it is covered up somewhat. And I could probably go on with another layer, but I don't think it would do like that much. And it's a BB cream. It's a good color match. I really enjoy it. I hope that they keep making it. But who knows? Another foundation that I do want to talk about, and this brand in general, is sadly Cover FX. I do have with me the Cover FX Power Play Liquid Foundation, but then I also have the Cover FX Total Cover Cream Foundation, which came, you know, in this little case. And I have Hit Pan. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And I think I am still going to keep like the tin and maybe use it for something else because I do like it. I'm really sad about what happened with Cover FX. So just a little breakdown in case you don't know. Cover FX, it was a heavy hitter. They had like these really cool, beautiful glow drops. This Power Play foundation was talked up and down all over YouTube. The girlies were standing it. They were using it. And then eventually you just kind of stopped hearing about it. It was big enough to where this brand was being sold at Sephora, like in the store, had a storefront. And then all of a sudden it's being discounted everywhere, including its own website. I don't know if they exactly filed for bankruptcy. They might have, but they did get bought up by another company, and then that new company rebranded. But when they rebranded, instead of keeping the shade ranges that they had that fit so many different beautiful skin tones, they scaled that back to the point where this doesn't exist anymore. Instead, it's more of like a tint that can cover like 5 different people, when really we know that's just not a thing. That's not really that possible. And then this one also does not exist because they did the same thing. So that sucks that I can't get the original Power Play foundation because it's really good. I would consider it full coverage. A little bit goes a long way. It lasts throughout the day for me, and I loved it. That's why I still have it. And I mean, I could probably throw this away. I'm not going to. It smells fine. Okay, it smells fine. I want to talk about concealers because I'm going to conceal next. So again, right back to Joah. This is their, I think it's called Wand Me Up concealer in the shade Cafe. This might have also been the darkest color, which as you can see is not dark at all. Again, still available at CVS, like on the website, and I guess on the app as well. But on like Joah's official website, it is a thing of the past. I almost feel like it's a little too yellow for me, but it's fine. I don't mind if they actually do get rid of this and they like don't come back with it. It wouldn't be the end like of my life or anything like that, because I have so many concealers. I try so many new ones. I mean, concealers all do the same thing for me. They conceal, they crease, it's okay. Oh God, I don't like that though. It was like sticking to the very patch where I put it down. I didn't like that. If I'm being honest, I feel like I could have actually put on something way lighter. Forehead. Again, I mean, I feel like it just kind of blended in and away, if I'm being honest. I'll put on a little more because I'm not really seeing the conceal. The formula is not too thick, but also not too thin. It's kind of mid, essentially. Okay, I think adding a little more did help a little bit. So next we are gonna go for, I think I'll just do my eyebrows because there are a couple eyebrow products. Back to another favorite. It's Joah. Again, it's one of my favorite like K-beauty inspired brands. This is the Brow Down to Me Super Hold Brow Setter, but then I also have the dual brow, it's like the pencil on one end, and then it also has a colored gel on this end, and it's like black. It's like black brown, but more of like a darkish brown. But then I also have the only Benefit product I've ever had ever, and it is the Benefit Ka-Brow in like 4.5, which is not a shade that I would ever pick. I don't even remember how I feel about this, but I definitely did used to use it because like I spent money on it. But I think out of these three, I'm gonna try the Ka-Brow actually. I do need to go back in and cut down my eyebrows again pretty soon. I feel like nowadays I usually do my brows off camera, and it's not even because like I do anything special. I used to just forget to do my brows in like all my photos, and I'd be like, damn it, why didn't I do them? Because they're always like an afterthought. They look fine. They look a bit more filled in, which I guess is nice. I was thinking about throwing this away, but I'm like, well, it's still performing just fine. Do they even look the same? This one is always a little shorter. And now they don't match at all. It's cool. It's fine. We're gonna stop here. And then I think I will actually go through them with the dark brown gel that's on this end. Just a little bit. And I got some on my hand. Okay, so next we are going to focus on bronzer, and I am going to be using the Revolution and Tammi face palette. This one I think is deep dark because the deep one just looked like me, like it was like my skin tone, so it was just a little not deep enough. Sadly, the bronzer is also, it pulls a bit red on me. And I know bronzer is supposed to be warm, but like I look a little swollen in my opinion when I put it on. I say that as I put it on. Honestly, Makeup Revolution discontinues so many things that I'm not even like surprised that this is discontinued. But it's a good face palette, and it has like a terracotta orange blush that I don't have any other blush that looks like that, and so I really like it. I'm trying not to put on too much because again it makes me look straight up like I get wanting to look sun-kissed, but I look sunburnt. Get my forehead. Can we tell that I put on bronzer though? Can we tell? I'll put on a little more. This is what messed me up last video, messing with this bronzer. I might as well do my double chin too. Then I guess I'll take a little bit, and instead of using the contour that's in here, I think I'm just going to use the bronzer on my nose instead. Just a little bit. Oh my god, I said a little bit. Oh, what have I done? It was not, it was not a little bit. Oh well, whatever you do on one side, you must do on the other. Bring it up to that eyebrow. Well, now I know why people use contour. I say as I pick up the contour, I can fix this. Oh my god. Yeah, this is totally fine. See, that's fine. That's fine. We can fix this. I say that as if I can fix it. I'm just gonna use my sponge then. And kind of push into the sides. Thinking I'm probably gonna need a little bit more concealer. Because at this point, this is actually almost empty, which I think is great. we're gonna use the opposite side. Actually, I think I'm gonna use just like the little pointed end. Oh. Just pat it in. I think that helped a little bit. It just looks so ridiculous in person. Oh my gosh. Alright, good palette. I don't see myself getting rid of it anytime soon. I do really enjoy it. I enjoy the tones. A little bit goes a very long way. It's, dear God, it's really pigmented. That is a me problem though that I'm gonna have to figure out. Next we are gonna move on to, I guess we can start on my eyes now. So I did pull out two things. So number one is actually the LA Girl Pro Conceal, because they changed the formula. Like, it's not the same. It's not as wet. And there also just doesn't seem like there's as much in it as it was before. So in my mind, the OG formula has been discontinued, because what they've been putting out, it's just not the same. In particular, this one, which is supposed to be a bronzer, as soon as I bought it and the first time I squeezed it, there's definitely not as much in it as there was before. And also, it just doesn't spread out the way that it used to. It's not as wet as it used to be. Like, it's a little harder to manipulate than before, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So this is what I would also use on my eyes back in the day, because it was fine, but now it does not want to work with my eyeshadow very much at all. The other one is from Colourpop. It is one of their cream shadows in the shade Bronco. I'm pretty sure they don't have these anymore. It's literally like a light tan. It's a cream. And I think it's good as an eyeshadow primer, which is what I always used it for. Sometimes I will tap it out and like blend it out with a brush, which is actually what I usually do. But other times I will just use my finger and like place it down exactly where I want it. And when it comes to my finger, a little bit does go a long way. But if I'm digging in with a brush, then I'll probably apply more. Just because I'm a little heavy-handed. Okay, we've got our cream shadow applied. And so now I think I am going to use... for a palette, if I'm being honest, this one I kind of wanted to talk about in the first place. I have many discontinued palettes. To me, I feel like it's more important when a base, like a face-based product, goes discontinued versus like an eyeshadow, because eyeshadow color stories are repetitive. If one discontinues, you can definitely find a dupe somewhere. And the same could be said for face products, but sometimes it's not the same. As much as you want it to be, it's not. So this is the Kaleidos Futurism 3 palette in Astro Pink. And I wanted to talk about this because Kaleidos has been going in a direction that me in particular, it's not going in a good one. As in, a lot of the things that they're coming out with, like that last full collection, I couldn't really use any of the eyeshadow products. And again, you can tell when a product is for you and you can tell when it's not for you. I miss when they had more colorful stories like this, which is one thing that really drew in their main fan base, got drawn to them, because these Futurism palettes are absolutely stunning to die for. And now they're like all being discontinued, and I'm like, that's a little sad. I don't think that I will be a person that continues to shop with them in the future just because I want to buy things that I could use that won't make me look ashy, and that's okay. And not everything has to be for you, which is why you need to go find things that are for you, and I will. But I will also be keeping this one. I love the packaging. I want to do something just like basic. There's not that much to choose from in the first place. So how about, do I want to incorporate black? I'll go for one of the transition shades, even though it doesn't really show up. Oh no, it'll show up on this cream base, but if it was just my skin, it would definitely not show up. Now I'm going to put that across the top. The formula is a bit on the powdery side, but it's also very pigmented, so like I don't mind it. Okay, so now I think I'm going to dip into that purple, maybe, perhaps, yeah. Again, it's a pretty limiting color story in the first place. Blend that in. Okay, I mean, I guess it's very basic for sure. Nothing crazy. I kind of like where this is going. Just a little more, and then I think I am going to add black as well. Okay, so now I think I am going to dip into... I would do the blue, just, you know, for the pop, but I think I'm just going to go for, like, the very pearly pink shimmer. Okay, so I've applied the shimmer, and then I'm just going to clean it up with a brush. There we go, give it a more defined shape. And again, I always put it right there. And then I think to be, you know, fun, hip, let's apply that blue, which does shift to purple. Oh, well, it doesn't really want to layer. That sucks. Yeah, did not layer well at all. That was kind of surprising. I'll try it with the brush. It's not that much better, even though you can see it. And then I do want to go in with that black, just a little bit. I love that the black has... It's very shimmery, but once you apply it, it doesn't have that much shimmer in it. Super powdery, so I really want to be careful. Kind of like pseudo eyeliner. Surprisingly, I actually kind of like that. Again, check out Kaleidos. They really do have beautiful product. They still do. It's just not for me. That's all. Just not for me. And then next, we are going to move on to blush. Okay, now I've got two blushes that are from the Cream Shop, which have sadly both been discontinued. This is the Cream Shop French Kiss Blush in Mon Cheri. It is definitely one of my favorite powder blushes, and I'm surprised that I liked it as much as I do. It's just, you know, very basic berry. Actually, I think it would go quite nicely with my eye today. And then we have the Très Chic in La Vie en Rose, which is, again, it's definitely a lighter sheen. That's the shade. and it does show up on my skin tone. It's very pretty. It's buildable. I love that it comes in this really cute compact. So I was really sad to see that like all their compacts are basically gone, and now they came out with a new cream blush. I don't want it. I'm sorry. Give me this. They also had a highlighter of this, which I believe is also discontinued. Sad times ahead. I think I am going to go in with this powder one though. Actually, let's layer. Why not? I've actually used this one quite a few times, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's not that much. Oh no, there looks to be maybe a little bit. I think you can see it like just a teeny tiny bit, or is that my super purple bronzer? The world may never know. No, you can definitely see like a little bit. Not enough. So now we're just gonna layer on top. I do really like this shade. You know what? In the spirit of this all being discontinued makeup, I'm going to do my blush like how I used to do it at the beginning of the year and like last year. So now I typically just stick to like the upper quadrant of my face and like around my eyes, and sometimes I will blend my blush into my eyeshadow. It's pretty. But now, yeah, that's what I do now. But before, I'll show you. I may have done it on camera at the beginning as well, but I used to go literally, I wanted to be, you know, that blushing girl. And so I used to bring it all over my nose. Like just so much. Because why not? Oh my gosh. It's been such a long time since I've put my blush on this way. Because I don't know, I just fell out of love with the look. But there it is. It forms a wide U. And so now I am going to go in with highlighter, which is also from the Cream Shop. It is the it's like the brightest crayon in the box, and this one is in the shade Galactic, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, they also discontinued. They had one that was more of like a peachy, and then they had one that was like just pure white. I think I stopped using this because I just thought it was so unsanitary. So I'm actually going to rub it on the back of my hand, and this is more of like a purple blue shift on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to tap it. And that's barely working, so we'll try it on a brush. We'll try it that way. And again, she's not really going for it, so I guess we're just gonna apply it straight to the face. Oh my god. On my nose. I would like try and spread it out with my finger. It's a really pretty sheen. I don't know if it necessarily goes for this look, but I think this is the only, no, it's not the only highlighter that I had discontinued. It was just the first one that came to mind. I do have a Joah, it's like a jelly pop, like a squishy highlighter that you can use, and it's just like a gold. It's also more like glittery than a shimmer. Alright, that's enough of that. And then as for liner, I do have a Joah liner in brown. Because I used the Kaleidos eyeshadow kind of as like a pseudo eyeliner, I don't think it's really going to show up. So I'm not going to use this liquid one. But I also have a gel one from Joah in brown, and I will try to use that somewhere. Maybe like this. Is it working? Okay, yeah, I think it worked. We'll actually dig it into the black. And then I will put on some mascara. This is the Super Sizer Fibers mascara from CoverGirl in Very Black. And yeah, I checked the website and it was like nowhere to be found. So I don't know if they're only selling it in like drugstores or if it is discontinued. But just because it's not on the website anymore, I'm gonna assume that you're discontinued. Sorry, Cover. This is like the only CoverGirl thing I also have. Do I think that it's a good mascara? It's super small. It's super small, so it can really dig in, especially to my lower lashes, and like get in between and like help separate. So I mean, I thought it was pretty good, but it didn't really lengthen anything. But I like combing through my lower lashes with it. Can we kind of see it working? As for lip, I'm going in with the same lip liner that I use almost exclusively in every video. It's gotten a lot shorter. Colourpop, Shayla, just do me a solid and just, if you're gonna bring back anything, bring back this. I have found a couple lip liners that I do want to try. One from e.l.f., one from LA Girl. I think I saw another really nice one from NYX that I'm gonna, you know, give a chance, and hopefully it's a good match for me. And then the last thing I'm going to put on, this is a Colourpop Luxe lip gloss. I've used it so much, and it's just kind of like a lip gloss that I toss in my purse if I'm going out. And it's in the shade Figgy with it, and I didn't see it on the website, so I was like, oh, you stole this from me too. I'm just going to put that on top. It does have some color in it though. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like a Luxe Cream Luxe lip gloss, because again, I rubbed off the words. All I see is the word Luxe, and I will put on the screen what exactly this is supposed to be. But yeah, I do love that it has some color in it. It's not just a clear gloss. And I am gonna add on these Cream Shop Freckle Stars that I also used to do as a companion to the way I used to do my blush. And I always used to put one on my nose. So now we've also got some stars, which I think are super cute. Also, my partner like messed with my lighting settings, and I feel like it looks, I guess, somewhat better, and that does kind of make me happy. I don't know. They know cameras a lot more than I do. And now we've got our fake freckles. That is all that I have for you guys today. Please drink some water, have an awesome meal, and have a great day. Bye!